By entering into this agreement, Bishop Finn will not be prosecuted here in Clay County. When we talked to you guys just about 20 minutes ago, I had mentioned that an hour before that, one patrol car had shown up. Well, now as just the last 20 minutes, we have a crime scene investigation unit that has shown up. That's that white van that you're seeing right now. The end of the Big 12 isn't as close as we originally thought. How many of the schools are playing on the same team to keep the conference together? Many fans from Kansas come down here without tickets, so many just go right to the box office where they still have tickets available. Topeka police tell us that the driver turned off of 10th Avenue onto Kansas Avenue and ended up right here on the sidewalk, all before running a man over and then just taking off.
Fox 4's Mitch Weber investigated and discovered that the district was aware of the complaint and has already taken action. He joins us live now with more. Mitch?
Yes, Susan, parents of the Liberty North freshman football team received this email. In it, it said their kids were required to attend a service project as a team and wear their football jerseys. It was only after that service project that parents realized their kids were actually handing out campaign material for the tax levy increase that's on next month's ballot. The Liberty tax levy vote has grown contentious.
There's a lot of people that just can't afford that.
Troy Bell filed the ethics complaint against the school district. He claims the district violated Missouri law. In this email sent to parents by the Liberty North freshman football coach, it says he required the players to attend a service project on Saturday, October 1st in place of practice. It was only after parents discovered the students distributed campaign yes material door to door, a violation of Missouri law and district policy.
So I don't fault him for his enthusiasm or the team for helping with that, except that, you know, as you look at it, it was on a Saturday, but it really does, as I look at all of the information, and I looked at it right away. And so
they get slapped on the hand, but nothing ever happens.
Superintendent Mike Brewer understands the community is passionate over this issue. If approved by voters in Liberty and parts of Kansas City, it would increase the tax levy by 43 cents. A $6.81 increase per month on a $100,000 home.
You know, you want to allow kids to participate in the democratic process of this, but yet you don't want to be seen as using them to an unfair advantage.
Well, I hope they come in and straighten out the people in the school district that are using the kids.
Now, the Missouri Ethics Commission is expected to send the district this complaint by early next week, but their investigation into this complaint could take as long as 90 days. Mitch Weber, Fox 4 News, working for you live in Liberty, Missouri.
We're live at the Irwin home where the family isn't talking, but that private investigator consultant is. Mitch, bring us up to date on developments today.
Yeah, John, Bill Stanton used the Irwin home as his backdrop for his news conference. He announced that large reward. He said will go to anyone that has any information on the return or any information that leads to the return of baby Lisa Irwin or the conviction of the person or persons responsible for her disappearance. It's now been exactly 1 week since we've heard from baby Lisa's parents, and Stanton made it clear that they will talk soon, but only to select media. Day 11 in the search for 11-month-old Lisa Irwin. Parents Jeremy Irwin and Deborah Bradley continue their silence.
They will be opening up, but this is, it's believed, the best direction to go.
Fox 4 and other local media contacted the family, but they aren't talking. Bill Stanton didn't deny Lisa Irwin's parents are in the process, though, of talking to a TV reporter from a network in New York.
Just because they're not necessarily just speaking to you, no offense, doesn't mean that they're not speaking to media. They will be, they have been, and they will continue.
Stanton also made a surprise announcement, a reward from the same wealthy benefactor who hired him to help find the baby.
If someone brings that kid right now and says they found this child sitting on a park bench, they bring that kid right here, they get $100,000.
Stanton stands by his claim he is not competing with the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. His independent investigation started earlier this week when he became a consultant for the family.
My clients aren't the parents. They are not my clients. My client is the truth.
He announced his team of experts consists of a variety of people from all across the country.
My attitude is, on this one, all hands on deck in helping find and retrieve this child safely, but hands off when it comes to interfering in the police investigation.
And Stanton also told us that he talked briefly with the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department earlier this week when he arrived. He also told us that he isn't recording any conversations with the Irwin parents. Of course, he called them conversations, not interviews. We also need to mention that reward fund is not connected to the Kansas City Police Department. It is connected to that wealthy benefactor that brought him to town. Of course, trust Fox 4 to keep you updated both on air and online at fox4kc.com. Mitch Weber, Fox 4 News, working for you in Kansas City North. Now, we need to mention that this new website is out there, but police tell me just about 30 minutes ago that the only way they want to receive any tips is through the tips hotline, through 911, or if someone walks it into a police station. Now, as I first reported this afternoon on Twitter and on fox4kc.com, this new website popped up today. It's called lisa-irwin.com. As we go to video, we'll show you this website.
Mitch Weber is working for you tonight with why the video might actually lead to an investigation. Mitch, what is this all about?
Well, the 14-minute video surfaced just days after that deadly fire, and many believe what was caught on tape is evidence of faulty equipment or bad training. The video is now in the hands of city officials who promise to take action.
What the video shows is 14 minutes of no water being put on the fire.
This is home video of the 4th of July fire that damaged Old Geezer's Mantiques in downtown Weston.
We live for that store.
Owner George Treese was inside the burning building as firefighters from Weston and West Platte arrived to battle the blaze.
How awful it must have been for George to have been in there. And I only hoped and prayed that he had passed out before he died.
Jennifer Kerper lived with George for the last 4 years. She has watched this video many times.
Something was wrong, either with the truck or with the training of the personnel.
And she believes there was more to blame for George's death than just the fire.
You can see 3 or 4 times with just a little bit of water being dispersed. Wouldn't have been enough to, I mean, we really felt like a bucket brigade would have done a better job.
We watched the video, which you now have in your hands.
Jennifer, along with more than 24 concerned community members, went before the city council looking for answers. Did the fire equipment or the hydrants around town actually work?
I want to see a written evaluation of that truck and why that water was not dispersed from that truck.
The council promised to watch the video, then suggested the group to take their concerns to the Fire District Board, which frustrated the group even more.
I think they're going to sweep it under the carpet.
The group told me they will attend that fire meeting at the end of July. Fox 4 reached out to West Pratte Fire Chief. She wouldn't go on camera, but she told me she will respond to the concerns once she has watched the video. Mitch Weber, Fox 4, working for you.
38.
A single vegetable.
39. He doesn't know how many potatoes he needs.
8 Kansas City churches.
41.
And is that all of them then?
Hundreds of volunteers.
45.
You know, really, it just takes a lot of people pitching in and wanting to do it.
Oh, yeah. The statewide mission program today for all United Methodist churches. Now, you notice here we drew in 3 or 4 non-United Methodist churches because they wanted to do the same thing, so we said, why not?
St. James United Methodist Church provided the drop location for 43,000 pounds of Wisconsin-grown potatoes.
They're nutritious, delicious, and they're common. Everybody knows how to fix a potato.
This is the first one we've done at St. James. It was important that we do the St. James in this neighborhood so that people could see that we're in the business of stepping outside the walls and helping other people.
But I think there's supposed to be 15. Did
Donetta Shaner coordinated before and during the potato drop.
Kind of what I do, mostly run around. Yes, giving orders, the big boss, you know, so people are very good about that, though. But as you can see, they organize themselves, too.
There's no doubt that what's in these bags will touch many families in the Kansas City metro, but it's this process that will touch just as many.
And I love getting different groups of people together, cross lines, state lines, cross racial lines, cultural lines.
This is wonderful work because, especially right now, there's a lot of hungry people in this town and across this country.
A homegrown event which provides a need which unfortunately is always in season. Mitch Weber, Fox 4 News, working for you in Kansas City, Missouri.